Hey everyone, hope everyone's having a good almost Friday. Enjoying some of the weather. I'm hoping it's gonna stay like this. So today I'm gonna talk about mainly the John Oliver videos because they're just so relevant, even though I think one of them came out like 6 years ago, but it's still extremely relevant to what's going on now because the reason everything is happening now is because we didn't end the stuff he was talking about 6 years ago. Anyways, abortion for me is it's kind of a trigger for me. As soon as someone starts talking about it, I just want to, I need to be involved in that conversation. I've never had one. I don't know anyone, as far as I know, that's ever had one, but that's not the point. To be involved and to be active in the discussion has nothing to do with whether or not you've experienced it. My place in it is that I'm a woman. If it ever comes to the point where I do need one, or if I just need basic reproductive health care, these are going to be issues I'm going to have to face. First of all, the crisis pregnancy centers videos. Oh my god. Terrifying. Did not like anything about that at all. I think that's extremely unfortunate that there are these places that, under the guise of helping people, under the guise of religion, are going to vulnerable women and saying, "Oh, we'll help you. We'll definitely help you." They're spreading misinformation about the child and the woman herself, trying to guilt her into not having an abortion. It's all horrible, and the people behind it are not good people. If you're a good person and you want to understand why a woman is going to have an abortion, if it's not for health reasons, you need to acknowledge that it doesn't have to just be health. It can be a young mother, a single mother, doesn't want to have a baby. That's it. That's all it has to be. I don't want to. Period. Leave it at that. That's just unfortunate. And so, Barbara Beavers, pretty much every one of the women that John Oliver brought up in these videos, that were defending themselves about it. Barbara Beavers says, "You're deceiving yourself if you say you can kill your baby and it be good for you. First of all, language. You're not killing a baby. You're aborting a fetus. It's completely different. It's medical." She then says, "It doesn't register with reality," whatever that means. It may not register with your reality, how you think reality should be. That doesn't mean it's wrong. Women are not made that way. So, I wrote down here, "This perpetuates the notion that women are only supposed to carry the role of mother and caretaker. It forces the binary on women that if they become pregnant, there is no other option." I think, because that last quote, that women are not made that way, if you become pregnant, period. That's it. That's how I perceive most of these women see it, is that if you become pregnant, oh well, you're in school, you gotta take care of a baby now. You have a career, you gotta take care of a baby now. Period. That's it. And I think that's extremely unfair. I think it's extremely outdated, a very outdated mindset. Don't, no. And then I put to the first quote, "You're deceiving yourself if you can say you kill your baby, blah, blah, blah." This also pushes the binary. It does not make a woman feel good to get an abortion. That's a huge issue that I have with all of these pro-life people, is that they all, not all of them, not to their defense, but a good chunk of them say, "Oh, well, you're a bad person if you can just kill your baby and be happy about it." That's not what they're happy about. It is not the death of a baby that makes these women feel good. It's the relief of not having to carry a child. It's the relief of not worrying about getting health care and getting child care and having to raise a child in these unsafe environments. I would hate to be a mother in Texas. Oh my god, I hate to be a woman in Texas, period. Even if I wanted to have a kid, I wouldn't have it in Texas. Oh my god. And then she says, "Women are made to protect, to guard, to die for their babies, not their babies to die for them." Again, I think that's extremely problematic, and that's what another one of the women that work at the crisis pregnancy centers, another thing that she does is that they, out of breath, they push the idea that it's a baby. It's not. It's a whole process before it becomes a baby. not their babies to die for them. I think that's extremely messed up. I think that's extremely manipulative to tell your mother, well, you should be dying for your baby. There are women that do die for their babies. There are women that do die for their babies because they're in Texas, and Texas won't let them get an abortion or won't actually help them and their child. The woman's told, your child's going to be born, stillborn. And you might die too. She's like, oh, well, can I, terminate it? No. So there are women that do die for their babies. And is that good? Is that a good thing? Is that what we want? No. Okay, so Abby Johnson is a horrible person. She says the best client you can have is someone who thinks they're walking into an abortion clinic. That is completely point blank saying, yeah, we're going to take advantage of these women that are coming in here to get an abortion. We are purposefully going to look like an abortion clinic and advertise as an abortion clinic and speak to people like we're an abortion clinic. Except when the time comes to it, we're not going to let them do it. So, don't love that. What do I have down here? One big issue that I have with all of this, and this is more in relation to the abortion rights video. One huge issue I have with all of this is that people who are pro-life claim that it's for protecting women. Whatever that means. They're going to put bans on abortions. They're going to restrict abortions. They are going to just not allow that, not have any access for that for women who need it, saying that they're helping them. A woman wants to get an abortion, she can't. If a man wants to get a vasectomy, see what the problem is? It has nothing to do with protection. It has to do with control. Everyone has said that. Everyone has been saying that. It has to do with control. So that was just a thought I had. What I have here. Crisis pregnancy centers do not provide birth control, said condoms are ineffective in preventing pregnancy. This again perpetuates the notion that women are supposed to become mothers if they are discouraging abortions while not providing contraceptives. If you are discouraging an abortion, you should be doing, and this is something that John Oliver does say, if you're discouraging abortion, you should be doing everything in your power to not let it get to that point, to not let women become pregnant if they don't want to be. And that goes for providing contraceptives, for actually listening to women when they say, this man raped me. And if pregnancy is a result of that, do something about it. Do not keep giving these people platforms to be like, well, he did that, but he'll be out in 5 years. What, so he can do it again? Okay, that's all I have on that. I might just go ahead and end it here, because I'm already a little over my time, and I'm bad to go over my times. It's just ridiculous, it's embarrassing, and any man in power who says that they want to look out for women need to realize, we don't need your help. Why are you looking out for us? It's because of men. You're protecting us from men? Address that problem first. Okay. Hope everyone has a good week.